Hey there. Yeah, I'm gonna start reviewing the session quick and see how it went for you here. I suppose. This deep run on GG. Okay, fold. Uh, what's going on? Why can't I move to the next hand? Is it this one? Okay, nothing to see there. All right, this is a big blind hand. Okay, that guy jams. Obviously, we fold. Next, 7-5. This guy's just mental, so just keep folding. Okay, ace jack. This guy jams. This is a fold. Yeah, unless you know something, like maybe you know something, maybe. But I'd probably fold, especially with such a skill advantage in the tournament. But you probably knew something. He had 8-7 off, so it's probably fine if you know he's just nuts. Okay, assuming you don't V-pip that one or that one. Okay, ace king. Open, 2.5 off, 55. Yeah, that's standard. Okay. I get flatted. We don't have stats. Ace queen 10. We're probably going to check very frequently here. Certain hands like this probably could bet, though, at some frequency. I might do a little bit more checking with this one since we have the ace of diamonds in our hand, but, we can bet as well. And the sizing's probably fine. Okay. I might go bigger here. Like, we have, like, the top of a range, So he's gonna have a lot of gutters with King X and Jack X. So I might go bigger. Plus, it's like, yeah, we have a pretty good hand. So, but he's gonna have a lot of 2-pair combinations in his range and King Jack quite frequently. So could go. Yeah, it's probably fine. But I might go a little bigger or check because I have the ace of diamonds, and then maybe bet for protection more with like the ace of clubs or spades or hearts. But not a big deal. Okay. Fold, yeah. Yeah, let's fold. All right, pocket kings off 60. This guy 3x's. You could flat. I think flatting's cool. Especially when it goes 3 big blinds. But three betting. If I was gonna 3-bet, I'd probably go to 9. Because this guy obviously has range construction issues as is. He's gonna probably call a huge 3-bet. Yeah, like. Pretty good. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Okay. He checks. I go like 4. 4 or 5. Yeah, way too big. That's way too big. Like, you don't even give him fold equity to jam or whatever, right? So, like, I just bet like quarter pot. He has like nothing on this board. It's really dry. You don't have to worry about protection. So I go small here. And plus, like, we can't really balance 17. Like, what are our bluffs when we go 17, right? Like, but we can balance a 5 big blind bet, right? So, okay. Next. Queen 4, fold, yeah. King Jack in the big blind. Get a min raise. This guy, yeah, it's a fold. Okay. Unfortunately, why are you 4xing? This guy's mental. I don't even know what you do here. This one's interesting. 3. You're never flatting here. Like, you never would flat this. You're 3-better folding. But like with stats like this, I don't know. Maybe you could just jam. Maybe jamming's fine. Yeah, you should never flat here. If you run this on HRC, it'll tell you that we never have a flatting range here. The exploit in this situation is doing a lot of folding and then just punishing him with the top of our range. This one's close, but jamming, like when he makes it so big, the SPR is going to be 10, like 6 already on the flop. So it's almost like we're playing a 40 big blind pot and we're up against a whale, so maybe jamming be fine. Wow. We're playing a $2 game here, I can tell. Okay, yeah, check. Bet 9. Yeah, I'd probably... Fuck. Huh. This is a tough one. Might even be a fold here. Yeah, might be a fold. Yeah, now we're just fucked, yeah. Yeah, like this is tough. We don't have a dime in our hand. This hand can't really improve on the turn of the river. He made it pretty big, so. But this guy should never have anything, right? Like, not much anyway. Anyway, what happens? So, Queen 10, Jack 10 of diamonds. Nice hand. Ah, okay. Yeah. Might even be a fold. Like, what is our MDF? Like, this should never really happen in a pot like this because we probably should have either jammed this or folded. Or 3-bet, maybe to like 15. Would have been okay. Yeah, like a lot, like we can take away, like we can look at this and we can think of our interaction with the board. Like, we don't have a hand that's going to improve on the turn of the river. We're in a marginal spot. Where is our calculator? It's been a long. I don't really play anymore, so I'm kind of rusty, to be honest. What? So he goes 9 to 13. So that's 9 divided by 22 is our MDF. And then the square root of that. So 17%. Right? Did I do it wrong? Try it again. 9 divided by 22. The square root. No. 40%. Square root of that. Alright, so we got to continue like a third of the time here. We get to fold 64% of the time. So, like, to reach MDF. So, I don't even know what our range is going to look like here, though. So, like, we have all of our flush draws. So we have, like, 7 or 8% flush draws. Then we have a couple of percent combo draws. That'd be, like, 9%. Then we have Queen X, like, 11%. So that's, like, 20. So we got to find some other stuff that we have. But, like, we don't really have much. So, maybe, like, I don't even know. It's hard to say because I don't know what our range is going to look like here. Anyway, let's move on. I don't know if you open this one. No. Probably shouldn't anyway. I think Jack 8 you probably get away with there. Maybe Jack 7, depending on how tight the blinds are. 9-6. Queen 3. 7-6 suited. Yeah, you could probably open this. This is fine. We got to be pretty comfortable post flop to be opening shit like this. But yeah, this is probably okay. Cut off hijack, low jack, middle position. Yeah, it's 8 max too. So, but yeah, folding's probably fine. It's not. I don't think you're losing a ton of EV by folding here. Like, if any, it's probably like almost break even. But when your opponents are so bad, like, it's probably fine. Especially when they don't 3-bet. Like, the 3-bet percentages are pretty low. It's not many stats though. So. All right, 7s, 2.2. Yeah, this is a bounty too. So that ace jack off would actually have been a better jam. Because it's a bounty and it's versus a whale that could call you at like ace 10, ace 9, ace 8. I'm not an expert on bounties, to be honest. Like, I don't like bounties because I find like the bad players are going to get a percentage of the prize pool back. And I want all the money on the final table. So that's just it's a personal preference. But most pros don't really like bounties all that much. But like, they're very soft, so they'll end up playing them. All right, under the gun open, low jack flats off like 20, and I'd probably just call. Like, yeah, this is getting pretty dicey. So on GG Poker, I know they don't have HUD, so I'm not sure if you were looking at this. This guy's a complete fucking nit. Like, I think they got some shitty little HUD that you can use. Like, he hasn't V-pipped or raised a hand, like, really at all. And this guy flats off 20s. This should be a strong range, especially when he's tight as well. I don't know if you knew that, though. I would just flat here and see what develops. Like, it's a pretty good flatting hand. I don't really think it's a good 3-bet in this situation. We're up against two very tight ranges, so, like, even if they were just opening normal GTO ranges, so. But it's fine. I can't believe you got a fold there, but. All right. 9 deuce 4, really good flop for us. I just put him in. Yeah. What do we got? Ace jack. Good one. Cool. Yeah, I just would have flatted and saw what develops, and then I would have went check, check, and whatever. Probably check, call, or whatever. Maybe check. Yeah, probably check, call. See what develops. Okay. Small blind, jack 9. Out of there, I'm assuming, yeah. King, jack, oh. We're not going to call this. Good. 10-4 suited. Deuce 3. 4-5. Jack 8. Small blind. Yeah, that's fine. I think like a good like shortcut in these spots for limp pots, like if it went call, is like to just overcall like offsuit 7s. So like Jack 8-0 would be, but when they min raise, it's fine fold. Yeah, easy. You got one pretty card dead here. All right, King Deuce. 2, call, fold. Yeah, that's fine. I think you're at the bottom of your range here for offsuit kings would probably be like King 9, King 8, King 9. You probably push it to King 7 or 8 just because they're terrible. And they're probably going to pay you off if you do flop something. So, plus you'll be able to outplay them later. All right, Jack 10. I would have folded this probably. Well, I got charts. I think it's probably fine. We're like 30 effective, cutoff hijack, low jack. Where are my charts? Should have them here. Should get those charts out. Pretty sure this is a good call. Let's check. Where are they? There you are. Small blind. First low jack, 30 or 40-ish. Yeah, we're folding all these offsuit shitty 10s. So I was right. I thought it might be okay, but it's not. However, this is probably versus like a 2.2 or a 2.3, which might make it a little bit better. Any min raise. You could experiment with like holding resources calculator a little bit and see, like if it's a min raise, if this would come in or not. Like, yeah, it's not a flat here. So. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Okay, good flop. 2. We're supposed to be up against pretty tight range. This guy's kind of a whale. Like. I like my first instinct was to check raise here, but like he's gonna have a lot of good 10s. Like the bottom of his range is like King 10 off, Ace 10 off, Ace 9 off, Queen 10 off. So he has a lot of good 10s. The worst 10s he's gonna have here are like maybe 10-7 suited, 10-8 suited, 10-9 suited. There's only 4 common or 10-9s, 2 pair. So yeah, it's probably a call. I don't know. You can run in GTO Wizard. Maybe it is a check raise, but like we're up against a pretty strong range here. Like he's a total fish though, so I don't know. Yeah, good. Check. That's 4. I probably just fucking get it in. To be honest, I'd probably just get it in. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of good 10s there. Like, GTO Wizard's a good thing to invest in for sure. If you can answer these questions on your own kind of thing. I don't know if you have that yet or what, but... Lamp and fold. Yeah, that's probably okay. This guy opens. This might be a 3-bet sometimes, but like 40 cut off first button. 40 cut off first button. Button ranges. First cutoff at 40. Queen 6 suited. Yeah, it's like 5%. Queen 7. It likes Queen 7 a little more, but it's pretty much just like splitting hairs. It doesn't really matter, especially when he's probably gonna overfold anyway. So, all right, next Queen 5. Fold. Okay, pocket queens. You're getting some good stuff here. You got pretty deep. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, so I just 3-bet to like 10, I guess. I might go like 10 because then he might think he has fold equity in jam, right? Like, because he only has 30. So if we make it 16, he has no fold equity anymore. But if we make it 10, then he can 3x jam with ace jack or something, right? But it's probably not going to happen very often. But and he just flats. This is ridiculous. Like just flatting here, like it's all inner fold. Snap and 4-liner, and he didn't have it. He had 10-9. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I don't really play these lowest stakes. I usually stick around the $11 to $16 levels when I do play, but this is a fold, but it can be opened on the hijack for like 30, which we're at. Like I go to first in. I got all the charts here. Queen 7. Hijack's opening. And then low jack, it would be a fold. Queen 7. Yeah, and then it's queen 8 is the bottom. So. All right. Jack 5, under the gun. Aces. Another big pair. Okay. Blind versus blind spot. He limps. 25 effective. So blind be blind. This could be a good check and just slow play kind of hand. Like raising's probably okay too. Do I have a chart for that? We'll check it out. I think this might be a check a lot of the time. 30 versus limp. I got a 40. That's pure raise there. Maybe I don't have a chart for that. Yeah, you can check or raise. Doesn't really matter. This is too large. Like the 4.5, yes, that's a good size for like if you're like 100 big blinds deep. But we're playing like 25, so like the optimal size here would probably be about 2.5 to 3. Probably 3 is best. 2.5 to 3, and then 3.5 like 40 to like 70, and then like after that we could probably go 4 to 4.5. So a little bit too big. Like we don't want to lose him too, right? So because like when you do this, he has to play pretty tight. Yeah, we went too big here. Okay, next. Ace 10. Min raise. I just jam like for 23, 24 effective. Yeah, this is a good jam spot. There shouldn't be ICM yet too. We're pretty early. Check. He bets third. I'd probably just fold, yeah. Ace 9, 2.5. That's too big. Too big. We should go 2.1 here at 25 effective. But whatever. I'm just being picky kind of thing. Okay, this guy rips. For 24, I think this is a theory call. It's a theory call for sure, but it's like right on the cusp. I know for 20 it's going to be fine. It's probably a call, but like that's contingent on thinking that our opponent is going to be like playing properly and jamming like all the offsuit aces and some king X, offsuit king X, like and then like king 7 suited and shit, like 25. So this is what he's supposed to be jamming here. Like king 7, king 6, king 5 suited, all these offsuit aces, you know, and then like pairs that we're flipping against. So like if he's jamming this, if he's jamming that, it's a call. But you know, we could probably fold because it's a really soft tournament and it's probably razor thin. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. Like I don't think this guy's gonna be jamming what he should be. So it's probably a fine fold, but ace 10 I would call for sure. All right, 10-8. Jacks, another big pair. 2.5. Yeah, I probably would. I usually raise 2.5 when I'm like 40 plus deep. And we're like, you gotta consider the effective stacks. And I'd probably go like 2.2 or something like that. 2.3. You'd even set up your GG poker so it's like 2.3. It just always 2.3. And then when you're 120 plus, go like 2.5 to 3. Like, that just simplifies because it's just a little bit too big, right? So, all right, easy game. That's a thin jam. I think it's probably fine, but how much for 11.5? Versus hijack? Eh. I got all the charts, pretty much. Small blind versus hijack at like 12. Ace 8-0. It's in there, but it's like right on the cusp. Okay. Next hand. Need 4. Ace 9-0. Alright, limp. Okay, this is a good one to raise. This is a good raise spot to like 3.5. I don't think checking's terrible either, to be honest. Like, both are fine, but... 1, I'd flat here. Good. Check. We don't really have to turn ace high into a bluff because like we probably already have the best hand, right? So like probably just check back for pot control and just see a river. 6-9. Okay, well it worked out, but yeah, just like blind v blind in the big blind. Try not to turn too many ace highs into bluffs as a general rule. Okay, queen 7 in the small. Fold, of course. 8-3. King jack suited. 2. How many? I like call. I don't really call a lot in these spots, but like if there's is a hand that's nice to call with, would be king jack here. Whoa, you folded. You shouldn't have did that. That was you probably timed out or something, I guess. It's a really good spot to flat. Like 3-betting's fine too. Like what is it? Hijack versus low jack. We'll say at 60. We can check my homework, but. Pure flat. Like, yeah, we want to 3-bet, like, the jack blocks the bottom of range hands that are going to be like king jack off, queen jack off, low jack's going to have here. So we don't want to 3-bet a lot of jack X hands. We want to 3-bet, like, lower stuff like 9s, because he has no offsuit 9s in his range, kind of thing. So. All right. So we lost a bit of EV folding there. Queen 9. That's a pure fold for sure. Good job. Ace 2. Okay, under the gun, ace 2. If we look at the charts, it's going to say this is a fold. I'm thinking it's a fold. First in under the gun 40. It's a fold, but I open it anyway. We got a blocker. Yeah. We got a blocker, right? And like these guys aren't going to 3-bet enough. If we're going to expand, this is a really good hand to expand with here. Under the gun. Plus, this is 8 max too, right? So it is an open under the gun 140. So I probably open it myself. Queen 4 big blind. I call. Yeah, this is a call. These hands like have a lot of they flop decently well in multi-way pots, like the suited stuff. Like if Queen 4 off, we definitely want to fold. Like probably. Even Queen 9 off, we should fold. But like these suited queens and kings that make higher flushes are really good, high equity hands to call. Plus, like his sizing is too small, so that's just gonna make the EV of calling even higher. Like the bigger he goes, the EV of calling gets lower and lower. But the EV of 3-betting goes up because we win more when he folds, kind of thing. So yeah, this is a really nice spot to just flat. Small blind hand. Okay. A6. 2. Fold. All right, pocket 3s. Let's see here. I fold. It's a bounty though, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not an expert on bounties, like I said, so I'm not sure about this. You'd have to ask somebody else. Maybe there was a big bounty on him or something, so I can't answer that question. Like normally though, that'd be a fold there though, for sure. All right, open. Yeah, there you go. 2.2. Like that's. Well, maybe you got. I don't know. We got some pretty bigger stacks now. Maybe it would be better to go bigger here, a little bit bigger. But that's fine. Always look at the stacks around the table and just try to decipher what the most common effective stack is with yours, and then use that for your sizing kind of thing. All right, 2 callers. That sucks. We're at the bottom of our range. 3 callers. 10-9 deuce. We're probably like almost checking range here. But like if there's got hand, we're gonna bet. Maybe this one's fine. I might check, just see what they do though. Like, yeah. There. And then I just go for it. I just raise the fuck out of this to like 14 now. Yeah, we need a lot of protection here. This guy's totally capped. He never has jacks, queens, kings, aces. You know, like he's on a draw almost every time. I just go 14, get rid of these guys, and get it in with this guy. This is really the guy we were worried about, right? These two should be totally capped here. And now, like, we're in a spot where we gotta, like, call down, but we don't really know what's going on anymore. Like, what does he have? 9-5. Yeah, Yeah. Yeah, I would have check raised here. Squeeze these guys out and got more money in versus this dum-dum. Limp. Yeah, fold. All right, King 8 suited. Sky 2.5s. Probably just a call. Jack 4-10. 2.1. Backdoor straight draw overs and king high, and backdoor flush draw 2.1. I'd probably flat. I'd probably continue. We can always win later on the hand too. So if we pick up equity on the turn, we can start barreling off or something. What kind of cool heuristic for these spots is like if you have any amount of equity and they bet, just call. Just call any amount of equity. Like you should be calling like 75, 80% of the time. Like, and it's going to be highly profitable in the future because like a lot of people, they just auto bet in the small blind to get you to fold. And very common mistake that people at the micro levels are making is they're not floating too wide or wide enough in the big blind. So, all right, 4-5 suited. Okay, well that sucks. Could have got it in there. Saw a flop. All right, 6-7 hijack. I would open this personally. I think it's a really good spot to open, but it's fine. It's probably you're probably not losing a lot there. Some people are just nittier. Like it's probably okay. I'm kind of a leggier type guy. If you look at a GTO chart, it's going to say that you open that hand. We'll say like hijack 60. It was like hijack 60. We go look at that quick. Or no, it's first in. Sorry. Yeah, hijack 60. I was gonna say like 6-5 is gonna open. 5-4. Yeah, all these. There's hijack 40, and there's 6-5 starting to mix with 7-6 suited. Still well in there. All right, threes. Okay, who flat? How much does he have? 20. Okay. 2 flatters. 3. Jesus. Check. Queen. It's probably a pretty good bluff combo. I might start bluffing here. Like, we can get a 9 to fold. And we might get a queen to fold on the river. This guy, like, in position, he never has shit. Like, in position in multi-way pods, he just never slow play anything. Like, I know they don't know that, but at this level, but you just pretty much never slow play anything. Unless you have, like, a set, maybe, or something. But so we know he never has an ace. This guy's jamming all of his ace-X, his good aces, so we don't have to worry about him. This guy just overcalled the big blind off 10, so he really doesn't have a lot of ace-X. So basically, we're just worried about a queen now. And yeah, small pairs are really good to turn into bluffs, these spots. Yeah, there you go. I'd give her for like 15. Wow, he had an ace. He didn't bet the flop. All right, save some money there. I would have lost some money there. I just didn't ever think in a million years the guy in position that just flat, like, why isn't he squeezing here? Like, if this was like a $50 game, like, I don't even know. Yeah, it's probably just a squeeze. But okay, next hand. Okay, A7. This guy jams. Call. Yeah. Good. Want another one? Queen 2 off. Yeah. Queen 10. Fold. Yeah, these hands are just really, really shitty up against his range that he has. Like, out of there. Yeah, like 25 versus like under the gun 1 or whatever, or button versus under the gun 1. Like, we gotta play pretty tight. His range is quite tight there. Like, pairs, it's good suited stuff. Like, offsuit 10s are just shit, right? They block the bottom of his range, so. Jack 4. You could get crafty with this, I guess, sometimes. I don't think it would be terrible. Kings. Another high pair. 9. 9 too big. What's a good squeeze size? 8 or 9, probably. Yeah, there you go. That's probably what I would have did too. Sucks when it doesn't work out, but it's probably fine. King 7. Nope. 9-3. Big blind special, maybe? Yeah, that's a good fold. That's a good fold. 4-3 off. Fold, yeah. Yeah. That's a good fold. Queen Jack. I don't know why. This guy's jamming effectively, so yeah. Okay. These 3. This is too wide here. Low jack, we'll say a 30 would be average with these guys. Low jack 30, I think it'd be like ace 9. Ace 8. I'd probably go with ace 8. First did. Yeah, ace 8, ace 3. Like, we can open these suited aces. Like, if you open every suited ace in all positions, you're doing pretty good. But some of these offsuit aces are pretty shitty. 8-7, queen 7, king 8 suited again. Yeah, good fold. Deuce 4, you probably folded this. Yeah. Queen 10-0. Oh, now you decide to fold queen 10 here. Huh. Okay, this spot would be a much better spot to get involved with queen 10. This guy's stats are awful, so like cutoff or button versus cutoff at 40. This is probably 3-bet some, I would guess. It'd probably be a really good spot to 3-bet. especially versus this guy. Like, just get the money in versus him, as much money as possible. Yeah, so now it's good, right? And like, you want to get as much money in position in the pot as possible versus this whale. So 3-betting or calling is both fine, but I probably just isolate him, get as much money in the pot as possible pre-flop. Because he's calling 100% of his range. He's probably calling like Queen 9, Queen 8, Queen 7, perhaps. Like, call. I go bigger here, like 4. I'd probably go 4. 3.5 to 4. Yeah. Good one. 5, 4, King 5, Deuce 3, 10, 7. This is a call here. We defend quite wide here. What's the cutoff for 2.5 too? So, like, running this on HRC and seeing what is it, like 30? These charts suck. I need new charts for these. Like, here, I need more charts for this specific spot. Yeah, versus 3.3x. Wait, what is this? Small blind versus big blind. Sorry, wrong one. Here we go. Yeah, it's thin, but this is versus 3.3, so we need 2.5. So we're probably down here, like 10.5 probably can get in there a little bit. 10.7 off would mix versus a 3.3. So. Nope. Suited king. This is probably a call. It's probably a call. Button versus under the gun at like 30. These are like hands that can flop really well. Like, I think it'd be under the gun 1, but yeah, it's a call, but or a 3-bet. I would 3-bet this quite often, and I'd probably always flat. It's because we can make a king high flush, right? So. All right, Queen 4. And 3. All right, pocket 8s. The blind's all in. This guy jams. Snap call. Good. 1-1. Is there a way to go? Oh, you can use the keyboard too. Okay. I'm not used to doing this, so fold. Fold. Queen 9. Alright, this is a really nice spot to open. I think we're opening like Queen 4. Queen 4 suited plus. First in 30 on the cutoff. Queen 4. Yeah, Queen 4 mixes, so. Here we go, Ace Jack. Big blind. This guy jams. I'm just gonna call. And you lose anyway. That happens. Alright, Ace 5. Fold. Yeah. 8-3. 6-4. Queen Jack suited. Yeah, 2.2. Small blind flats. He should have a pretty strong range to be flatting off 20 here, but 1.1. I'm pretty sure we just range bet this board, but I could be wrong. I just bet small, like 1.1. Like, we don't have a lot of showdown value, so we get a lot of his king X to fold. We might even get some sevens and shitty pairs to fold. So. Okay, queen's good. One, call. Whoa, why do we raise here? Just flat. Like, why are we turning a queen into a bluff? If we had something like king 3 suited, yeah, I maybe could see it to get a queen to fold, but this hand's pretty good. We could just call. Like, sometimes it's appropriate to turn, like, bottom pair. Like, our bluffs here would be, like, 10-9, Jack 10, King 10, King Jack, maybe. King 3 suited, if we have that. Like, some flush draws. Stuff like that. Like, this is just a flat, like, every time. And just see if river. We got lucky, and he blew up. We got lucky there, but yeah. All right, king 7 off. Yeah, it's probably fine to fold. I don't know. This one might be okay to flick one in, but it's not terrible to fold. It's like right on the cusp. 7 deuce, 7-3. Okay, this guy min raises off 10. This guy calls. Ugh, this is a shitty spot. Okay, this guy's a total whale so far. He's in almost every hand. This guy has 10 bigs. He's reasonable, has somewhat reasonable stats. I was just considering, like, can we ever fold here? Is what I'm thinking, but I'd probably just call, see a flop. But we're pretty much fucked every time the ace comes anyway, so. Call. Check. All in. Yeah, I probably would have just jammed, but whatever. It's probably about the same EV, really. I would have just jammed. Like, effectively, we're all in anyway, so he might look us up with a queen. All right, next. Ace 4-0 for 20. All in probably is fine, especially versus this guy. I don't know. Like, it's gonna, like, if we look it up, it's gonna be a jam. Like, small blind versus cutoff at 20. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I'm overly aggressive here. Okay. It's like mix area kind of thing. But like players tend to overfold too, so like it's probably okay, but it's not a GTO jam. Okay. We're probably getting into some ICM here too, I would imagine. So I'm not sure how far along the line we are right now. Fold. Yep. A7. Call or fold? Call or fold, either one. Okay. Cutoff versus under the gun 1 at 20. Let's check this one out quick. Cutoff versus under the gun 120. A7 suited. Yeah, pure call. Okay. A6 we can fold, and then Ace3, Ace2, and a little bit Ace4. But A7's well in there. Shitty flop. If he checked, I might have stabbed, but that'd be exploitative. It's probably like a check mostly. Yeah, fold. Ace5. Yep, good fold. 8-7. Min raise. 8-7 for 20. I think it might be a rip. I think this might be a jam. I could be wrong, though. Big blind versus button at 20. Is that a jam? $8-7. Yeah, it's a 3-bet. It's a 3-bet bluff. Yeah, or a call. But yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't get fancy with it. I'd probably just call two here, to be honest, versus this guy. Like, we don't have any fold equity. Like, we might as well just go at like the good hands. Like, kind of like an expanded linear type range. Like, get rid of some of these and like maybe add in like king queen, king jack, ace nine, ace eight. Like, all these, we know he's going to be calling with these kind of hands like a lot, so we can kind of move this portion up here a little bit more. So yeah, I'd probably just call here too. Jack, he bets small. This is a fold. Yeah, a good fold. 10-8. Fold. 7-4. I don't think we're going to get creative. Yeah. You haven't seemed to get two out of line with something garbagey. I'm all in. Good job. Good one. Banking on the river. That's how you do it. Fold. Jack deuce. Fuck that. King queen. Oh, wow. You didn't fold king queen, did you? Yeah, you can't fold king queen, man. That's a really good hand to open for sure. But... all right. Yeah, this is a pretty terrible fold. You've done that a couple times. You just fold hands that you should open. It's probably just like you got to work on your pre-flop game some. I can see that, like, which is negligible, but like one of the ways you can do that, I like would write out the charts on paper or on Microsoft Word, or just kind of like check the charts out as you play and ask questions, and you'll get really good at these charts. All right, queen jack. Fold. Good job. Yeah. Sorry. The queen 5. That was a blind v blind spot. These types of hands make really good raises because we really don't give a fuck if he jams, and they don't flop decently well. So like, I'd probably go 2.5 here. I'd probably raise it up. This guy seems to have reasonable stats too. It's probably a good 2.5x. Like 25 small blind. I got these blind v blinds. I think I have this one. Yeah, small blind versus big blind. Queen 5 can do a lot of limping. Like, you see, like, every offsuit queen can actually get in there. And, like, if we get raised, just continue with, like, these. Like, queen 7, jack 8, 10, 8, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6. Fold all this shit. It was raised. This is our folding range, or limp fold range. And then, like, somewhere up in the offsuit 7s, we continue. I would have raised this a lot. Probably more than the chart suggests, to be honest, especially versus 2011 guy. But all right, queen jack. Yep, thought we already saw that. Why are we going backwards? Oh, I see. Yeah, I fucked up. There we go. Saw that. Saw that. 10-9-0. Fold. 10-5, fold, ace queen. 2.2 or 2.1, yep. Ace 5, fold. King 7, fold, yeah. All right, 4s. This guy makes it 2. Cut off hijack low jack. I'm not sure about ICM or where we're at or whatever. Like, you could jam here for that, but it's probably pretty thin versus low jack. Versus like cutoff, it's a slam dunk, but versus low jack, like 4s might jam, but it might be like a GTO thing that they don't, and 5s do or something. 25 big blind versus low jack. Pocket 4s. Pure jam, but yeah, I was right. Like 5s don't, but 4s jam. I think it's because he has like king 5 suited and queen 5 suited sometimes, maybe, or something along those lines. So we don't jam that because it blocks the bottom of his range or some shit. But anyway, we just call, which is fine. Probably it's not a big deal. Check. He bets 3. I'm just gonna raise to 7. I'd probably like check raise, get it in here because like we need a lot of protection. It'd be worse to check call with fives though than fours because at least fours like have some backdoor straight draw on both ends, whereas fives don't. Plus we have a club, so that helps. But check, check, five, check. Yeah, I just check call. I just check call. Like a value bet of this size generally would be like top pair. Like something you do with like top pair, maybe middle pair, like with top kicker. But like this, it would be like a value bet of like 3. I actually, I take it back. Checking's probably not that great. I think a bet may be in order, like at some portion, probably the majority of the time. But like for like 3 big blinds to try to get looked up by ace highs and stuff like that. So I'll be back in a sec here. Yeah, we're just kind of isolating ourselves versus the top of his range. When we go this big, we're like, what can he really call with? We might get a stubborn ace-high call once in a while, but I think like 3 is a little bit better. And the EV of a 3 big blind bet here is probably gonna be best. Yeah, this is like a top pair or like a polarized bluff that we'd make with like 9-8 or 8-7, maybe 6-4, something like that. Right. 5-4 in the small. Probably a fold, yep. Okay. 8-4-0. 10-3, 6-7, ace-3 in the big blind. 2-2. Probably a fold. Probably a fold. We probably start continuing like ace-8. But like these are, yeah, you got it. That's good. But yeah, we're just dominating like almost every time here, so. Okay, small blind. All in. Yeah, you don't like king queen for some reason. Yeah, I just jam here. 4-3. King 9 off. You could probably open this king 9. I think it's fine. Cut off 25. First 25 cut off. King 9. Yeah, the bottom of our range is gonna be offsuit 9s. Offsuit 9s and suited 6s, basically, and then like some good kings and low suited kings and queens. Yeah, open that. Queen 7. This is the bottom of range here. Probably fold now, but king 8, fold, yep. Okay, queen 9 off. This guy 2.5, so this is pretty razor thin to call, but like he should never be 2.5 here, so that's like gonna tighten us right up. So this is like right on the line. Like you'd have to run this on HRC to know if it's queen 10 or queen 9, but it's very close. I don't think folding's terrible. Look at the stats the guy has. Now, I'm just looking at the stats now and realize that like he's super tight as well. So yeah, it's probably a good fold. Small blind, jack deuce, fold. Yep, queen jack. Yeah, this is probably a good fold too with queen jack there. I would think. Yeah, fold. King queen. 2.2. He calls king 10 ace. We're just betting range here, I would believe. It's just a range bet. I would probably go like 1.5 here to like 1.3. I think this is a little bit too big for this hand, but probably not awful. It's not like the worst, but like it's more of a small bet hand. So we're gonna bet like almost 100% of hands here. So we gotta size down quite a bit, except for like the top end of our hands, like 2 pairs. Maybe bottom and middle set and like queen jack, ace top pair, ace 9 plus kind of thing. That'd be more like a 3 big blind size. Then like everything else be like 1.3 or whatever. So 10-7. Okay, we got that nit. He's opening at 2.5. I'd probably call. I'd probably call this one. We got a pretty good suited connector. Like, I'd probably fold it to 3, but not to 2.5. Yeah, this is too tight again. This is a limp at the very least, I would think. Like, we do a lot of limping here. Blind v blind at 15. Do I have one? Here we go, 15. Pure limp, pure limp, pure limp. Like every suited queen continues here for 15. We do a little bit of all in with the queen 5, queen 6 suited. Like this middling range likes to do a lot of jamming alongside offsuit aces and kings. So yeah, I would have just limped. Okay, ace 9 suited. This guy jams for 6. Yeah, this is good, I think. It didn't work out, but it was reasonable, I think. 9-8. Yeah, it's probably okay to fold here, I would think. If it's a jam, it's like right on the line. So. Yeah, good. E6, 2, 2. Well, like we're at that stack size now where it's like we have no fold equity. If we jam, they call 100% of the time, so it's probably a call. But if we had like 10 or 11, we probably could jam and hope for that one of them folds, just clean up our equity a little bit. But yeah, calling's probably best. Just because we have no fold equity, we're getting called every time. So get a really good flop. I'll probably just check. We're calling any bet, basically, so. Do we win this? We must win it, eh? Huh. Good one. That's a good pot to win. Even when we miss our draw. 5-9. Yeah, good fold. 10-3. Oh. 10-3, 3-6, pocket nines. All in. Yeah. There we go. Beat kings. Quads. Right on. All right. I'll be back. I got to stop and start part 2.